Morning all, start of day 15. I was probably about 150 meters south of Barry's water tank. It's a campsite up in a saddle and it's quite exposed. I mean, we had gusty winds last night. They have to be 50k easy. So the wind chill would have put us in the minuses last night. It was pretty cold. It was blowing a gale. I actually had to go out, put in an extra peg on the wind side because the wall was just leaning in, and I actually had to slide my mats and myself down to the opposite end because I usually sleep with my head at that end because that's the higher one. If you've seen a Durston tent, the pole's there, so that's the highest roof, the steepest wall. So but I couldn't. I had to slide all the way down to the other end because that wall was getting pushed in through by the wind and kept whacking me in the head. So I had to forego that. I mean, I was getting no sleep even through midnight. I think I might have nodded off maybe 12:30, and then, you know, it was fit for sleep here and there after that. So we'll go over this side. I might swap arms. This arm is so freaking tired and I haven't got anywhere yet this morning. Oh my god, what a slow ass day this will be. So we ended up putting about 38 in the books yesterday, I believe, which is not bad. It's probably a shocking camera angle for you, isn't it? Just got the sun behind. But anyway, it's the least tired arm at the moment. So I mean, I'm just tired because I had shitty sleep. So that wind beat me up, and then trying to pack your tent up, you know, an ultralight tent, so it freaking lies not much more than air anyway, in 50k winds. Holy crap. Anyway, it's in its bag and it's in my bag, so don't ask about the rest of it. It's in there. Oh, it's been a really haphazard morning. My systems aren't working this morning. I keep forgetting without things, keep putting things in the pack that shouldn't be in there. Oh, what a messed up morning. It's been really poor. So I am I'm just wanting it to get a bit better. I'm on the west side at the moment, so I'm not going to see sun for friggin' ages. So that's alright, that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. I just want the wind to die down. Apparently the winds will die down through the middle of the day, but they ramp up again tonight. I'd like to meet the man who allocates the wind. Why does he always have to get it to fire up again in the evening? Can't he just let us have a calm night? So if you know who he is, let him know Matt's got a gripe. So today, I'm supposed to go to Riley's Road. That was the distance I've marked. That's my minimum distance goal. I can't not go there. Even for a night walk, I've got to go there. But looking at everything, and if I pick up a bit, Barry's Saddle's only another 7k down from there. If I can get to Barry's Saddle, right, that means I take the Viking on in the morning, not freaking in the evening. Because my theory was I was going to do the Viking. It was going to be an afternoon mess around, and then I was just going to camp in Viking Saddle right behind it. So if I can get the Barry Saddle, that just gives me more play, right? I can then alright, you've got your wish. I'm swapping you to the other arm now. This one's super tired. My arms are super tired. You should see the calluses on my right hand, on my palm of my right hand, from smashing these walking sticks. I mean, I use them as my extra legs, and you know, my balancing poles, and you know, my hands cop an absolute pasting, so do my wrists and my arms, so they're just as tight as my legs. So there's a bit of fatigue in them this morning, because there's a lot of driving uphill with my arms yesterday, so they are very tired today. So if I can get the Barry saddle, that gives me play, right? Means I can do the Viking in the morning, take my time on the Viking. I don't have to bloody, you know, it's a bit more wilderness there, so you got to pick your way around, so you got to take your time. So I think it's in my benefit to get there. So then distance isn't even a thing when I get to the Viking. I can just burn a day just trying to clear that thing. So we will see. So like I say, Roddy Road is my minimum if I'm going great and the timing is good. So you know, I still have sunlight left, then maybe I'll go for Barry's, but we'll play it by ear. Minimum is my first goal. So let's see, niggles. I had a real issue with mine, and I can actually feel it now as I'm going down the hill, and I think that's the cause, is it's not shin splints, because I've had those when I was younger. I just think it's the muscle has got upset going down the shin, feels bruised, it's a bit upset. It doesn't like this downhill mess that we're on right now, but it's manageable. It's not too bad. It's not like hobbling. I can walk normal. It's not making me hobble, which is what the foot injury I had for the first 8 days did, which is now not bothersome at all now. It doesn't bother me at all, so we'll see. What does bother me on that one there is where the shoes lace across the top of the foot, right near the ankle there. That has been really annoyed on the right foot. The right foot just refuses. So I've been taping, and I even had swelling there about 5 days back, and I had to cut all the tape away because I had my ankle strapped, so I had to cut all that tape away. So then I put a band-aid, some band-aids there, and loose tape over the top, so it was like protected anyway, but it's still upset. Even I can feel it now, but I mean, it's better. So what I've done is I've put more tape and gone higher up the ankle, and another layer over the top of what's there now. But I've relaced that shoe, so that shoe now doesn't lace up there. It laces a hole, 2 holes further down towards the toe. So that shoe isn't, you know, as secure, I guess, as the left foot. But that also means that the only thing that's touching that part of my foot now is the tongue of the shoe, and it doesn't have any load on it at that point in time. That tongue is just sticking out the top, having its own good time. So we'll see if that helps. But you know, feet, I don't like walking this far all the time, so I'll have niggles. I'll have niggles. So that's okay. So the positive of having a exposed campsite with wind blowing like there's no tomorrow, condensation didn't happen, yay. But you know, which one do you take? Do you take the great big snores, great sleep, super wet tent, or do you take the don't sleep very much dry tent? how I'm feeling right now, I'll take the wet tent, please, because I could really do with a good night's sleep. I haven't slept well. The last 3 nights I haven't slept well, so they've been very fitful, so I've not really felt rested when I've got up from them each morning. So we will see. I think that's about it. I think the day's going to be a nice day. I've got some layers on. I'm going to have to shed them in a sec on because the wind's quiet on this side now. So I'll take all these layers off, get back down to my stinky day wear only, and pedal on. Alright, this is the end of yet another rambling by Matt. Take it easy. I'll see you later. evening oil. It's probably about 5 now. I got in here about 4:30, I guess. And I'm eating because I'm freaking hungry, starving. Today was tough. Today was, I believe it was about 32 today. And where I'm sitting right now, I can see the Viking. She's right there. And the Viking is my focus tomorrow. The evening's quite pleasant. There's no breeze yet. It's quite nice. Let's see. Folded page. So today we left the water tank, the Twins water tank, which is just to the south of the Twins. That's where I was. There's mozzies everywhere. I was about 150 meters to the south of there. There's a campsite, and that's where I was last night. Crazy windy, very exposed. I'm very exposed here. In fact, I'm up on top of a hill here. I mean, all of 5 meters right there is the drop off, the start heading next to Barry's Saddle. We're heading. That's the next stop, right? So we made it to our minimum. Our minimum was the actual. They say there's campsites at what's it called? East Buffalo Head, right? That road. There's nowhere to camp. You'd have to camp on the road, basically. There was nowhere. And then the water tank is like 50 meters up the hill to the side. I'll get that out of your way. And there's nowhere. It's just so dense. The trail. Oh, the trail's so bad down here. Has me scared, because if the trail is like that consistently, and we have trail now, let's see, I have single tray all the way to Barry's Saddle. Alright, then I've got to climb, and that's single trail, and you know, what they deem not crash hot, all the way to Catherine's Saddle, right? So that includes the Viking, Mount Despair, all that is single. Now, my aim tomorrow is only the Viking Saddle. If I get there, I've done well. It's almost 2k per hour. If you're lucky. Track at the moment is so overgrown, so many blowdowns. The litter on the ground is crazy, just slipping and sliding everywhere. So it's really hard going. It'll beat me up before I even get to the Viking, which is a worry to me. Tomorrow is the day that has been in my head since I started the trail. I've been fine with everything else that's gone on, but all the stuff you read about the Viking has me worried. So I'm trying to, I stopped a little bit after where I was supposed to, maybe 2-3 k's after I wanted to. This is the last campsite before Barry's Saddle, and Barry's Saddle's exactly 7 k's away from where I am now. I couldn't have made that. There's no way I could have made that. I was shot and the trail is so hard. That would have been 7 k's at 2 an hour, right? I'm looking at 3.5, 4 bloody hours to do it. Oh my gosh. I just hope it's not stupid everywhere from here on in. I mean, there's so much single trail from now on. I mean, it's just single trail for days. For days and days. Oh, the mozzies are everywhere. I need to finish up so I can go and hide inside my tent before they get me. I mean, 2 k's an hour on the type of single trail we have here. You're only going 20 k's in 10 hours, right? And you'll be absolutely smashed in 10 hours to only have done that distance. I'm really starting to wonder if I'll be almost forced to be out here another day or two. I mean, I don't have the food for another day or two. I'm now going to have to play with my food to survive that sort of extra time frame, if it exists. So I have a lot of reading up to do tonight to make sure that I'm good to go tomorrow. I mean, she's unnecessarily crazy down here, I have to say. I don't know. Anyway. Look, today was tough. It was all ups. Uppity up, 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 up. And I'm going to sneeze from the chili that's in this. No, maybe not. I hope not. Let's see. Yeah, so there was 1400 again today for 31k. And that was 10.5 hours for me to do that. 10.5 hours for me to do that. You just go nowhere. But today was like a roller coaster. There was no flat bits today. 0 flat bits. You either were going straight up or straight down. No flat bits where you could stretch your legs. You're either pounding your feet down hard, going downhill, or you're stretching the bejeebers out of your calves coming up. It was just one of those two. So it was just a tough day. I'm really knackered now. As soon as I got here, I got my meal set, because this is coconut ginger curry. This is this on track meals. So it's liquid, so I'm trying to eat all the liquid ones I have, because they're obviously the heaviest, so they'll be the first to go. This is by far my favourite. I buy the 100 gram tub of rice. That's what I put in the bag, and I heat it up and put it in my pot, water, let it soak for a little bit, then heat it up in here like you're just boiling water, drain it, and then I put the rice in here straight into this packet, and then it's just chicken and rice. These are absolutely gourmet for what we're doing right now. So, pretty good. And I'm hoping that fuels me enough that I've got energy tomorrow. I was so disinterested in walking today. My body just didn't care. I didn't want to do anything today. It was really hard to coax myself into doing anything. But I covered the distance, but like I say, it's a lot longer to have covered the distance than I thought. Oh, and some of the distances are ripped down now. I want to see the type of trail that they're flogging off to me. I don't know if I can do them. Oof, 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 oof. And water situation. Okay, water. I mean, I don't know what it's like as a rule. Everybody I'm talking to down here is telling me it's dry here. I have not seen groundwater since Dibben's Hut, which is north of Matt, your brain smashed. North of Hotham, right? So that's the last time I've seen groundwater. I've seen zero groundwater. So I slept at a tank last night. Then there was a tank at South Selwyn. And then there was a tank at, this doesn't have a name, but East Buffalo Road. There's a tank there as well. And that's all I'm using. I'm just using tanks at the moment. So unnecessarily, I'm lugging water and holding onto it like it's gold. I'm dehydrating myself because I've got to make sure I've got water, right? Got to catch 22. So I brought up a dirty water bag from the East Buffalo tank, and I carried it up 2 hills to get here. But I have 2 litres here extra, so I will use those. Oh, I think I'm just slowly starting to wear out. I'm getting tired. My tiring is getting, you're gone. My tiring is just starting too early in the day, and I just carry it right through. I just think I'm getting too tired now. But you know, I'm so freaking close. Except it's really hard shit. When you look at it, it's, you know, the graph looks like, you know, the vertical line, it looks like somebody's heartbeat. It's just constant up and downs going on. And they're all, you know, 200 meters makes a freaking difference. You know about it, especially if you keep grouping them together. Oh, the mozzies are bananas. Where the hell did the mozzies come from? There's no water up here. Yeah. It'll be tough. It'll be tough. And I'll have to get through the Viking tomorrow. That's my thing. But I just look at the elevations all the time now. And the elevations are just, there's no, all the days are going to be like today. Like today's just up and down, and every single other day looking at it are all the same. They're all up and downs. What takes it out of you? You might do 100 here, but you're coming down the backside. Descending is so weary on you compared as is climbing, right? You don't get a reprieve. You don't get this nice flat stretch where you can just get everything back to normal. It's usually, as soon as you go down, it's back up again. And you get to the top and it just flicks you over the top again, and down you go. So you're just getting, oh, it's just effort all day. It's just effort all day. And they all look like that. I'd like to get the hell out of the barriers, I'll tell you. Get me the hell out of here as quick as you're alive. Alright, so that's done. I'm fed now. I have to make a point of drinking some water. Next thing's to get my bed set up. I usually do that straight away as soon as I get in, but I was too hungry, so I haven't even set my bed up yet. That's why I'm sitting outside. And you probably can't see me anymore. Which is probably a worry, right? Oh, that's seriously bright. Make a mess of this, aren't I? There we go. Oh, sorry, a bit fun with this one, isn't it? Anyway, I need to crazy psych myself up for tomorrow, and mainly because I need to get to Viking in half decent shape. It's 7 k's. It is 7 k's to the Viking. What am I looking at here? Go away, muzzle. So let me just have a quick borrow of the light. What's that saying? That says 88. So it's Viking. So the Viking is effectively 12 k's away by trail. I mean, I can see it from here quite easily now. You know, 12 k's is half the day, right? 12 k's is half the day. So I need to get there in half decent shape so that I'm not bloody making shitty judgments with my brain because I'm tired. So let's see how we go. A good night's sleep would be fantastic. That would be an absolute win. I'd love a great night's sleep. So I haven't had one for 3 nights now. I'm usually getting like a half a night's sleep. So I need more than that. Alright, I'm just rambling stupid nothingness now, so let me deal with my little bits and pieces I have to deal with, and I'll go to sleep and wake up and crack it and say, what was that all about with the Viking? That's my hope. Alright, catch you tomorrow, everyone. See you.